Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Channeling. I'm super excited to be here. This is one of my highlights of the week, doing live channeling for all of you. And I just want to say happy birthday to Wasima. I hope you've had an awesome day. And looking forward to channeling for you, Wasima, and for everybody else as well. Thank you so much for joining us. For those of you who don't know me, I am a psychic channel and I channel beings of love and light. And on a Monday night, I come here and I answer personal questions from whoever you'd like me to channel. The first 3 people to put 3 pink hearts in the YouTube chat box gets their questions answered. And then we also spend some time asking questions for the human collective or for humanity, if you want to put it that way. Last week we did it a little bit the way we used to do it, which was we allowed one entity to come through. I think last week it was Bashar, and we kind of channeled and it worked out in such a way that everybody's personal questions and the human collective questions got answered by the same being. However, it does not have to be like that. You can choose who you'd like me to channel. And just when you've put your 3 hearts in the chat box, please also put who you'd like me to channel and what your questions are. Okay, thank you very much. So yes.
Hello, everyone.
Anthony just joined me. We've run a little bit late tonight, so we're here on time, but we kind of were rushing to get everything done. And apparently I need clearing because the incense is like blowing into my face. Okay. All right, so I just want to prepare the space a little bit and make sure that everything is the way it's supposed to be. Hello, Cherise. Hello, Melo. Hello to all the beautiful souls. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Okay. I'd like to ask you to prepare yourself to receive by opening your hearts and your minds and just maybe taking a couple of deep breaths. Whatever feels good to you, whatever resonates with you, maybe just loosening up your shoulders if that feels good. Whatever it is, just loosening up, relaxing your body, relaxing your mind, letting go of all the unnecessary, unwanted thoughts. You know, they keep us so stuck, all those thoughts. And just really allowing your heart to open up. So just breathing into that heart space and just feeling into it and feeling the love coming there from source. Okay, let's open up our third eyes as well. So take another deep breath and then focus that energy on your third eye. And this is good for everybody, not just for me, because it also helps you to receive the messages more clearly and more to help to open your mind so that you can receive what is meant for you and really take it in. Okay. And then also just clearing. We just want to clear. So I'm just going to do a general, I'm not going to guide you through it. I'm just going to put out a general clearing. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael to come and assist with clearing. Thank you. Clearing everybody that's here, helping them to prepare for whatever they need to hear, whatever it may be, whatever resonates most with everybody's higher selves. Thank you. And also coming and protecting the space, protecting each individual in the space, protecting this space, protecting the cyberspace or the space between spaces. Just putting protection wherever it's needed, please. Thank you, Archangel Michael. And I just want to say a hello to Mama Gaia, Mother Earth. And just ground, helping us ground into this space. So allowing your higher self to come into your body, just settling in. Don't worry about whatever terminology, if it's not something you're comfortable with or used to, just allowing yourself to settle into your body, just feeling more into your body and being fully here, being present, and being here for the moment. Not worrying about time, we're not worrying about past, we're not worrying about future, we're just being present in the moment, right here, right now, with each other and co-creating and connecting. Thank you very much for everybody. All right. Hi, Daniel. Welcome, everybody. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with Wasima, higher self. Okay. Fantastic. And Wasima, do you have any specific questions, or do you just want like a birthday message, birthday girl? It's kind of funny. Birthday lady. And just give us an idea of what you'd like. Okay. And for those of you that don't know, that maybe are new, Anthony, my husband, joins me. He's sitting on the sideline. He's a bit camera shy. He did say hello just now, but he sits on the sideline and just reads the questions for me and helps me when I'm in trance so that I don't have to focus. And I just have to say that we did something new in our house on Sunday. Anthony and I, actually, Kira was doing her own thing, my little girl, she was doing her own thing. And it just kind of happened. We didn't plan it. I didn't actually do anything. I just kind of guided and facilitated a bit, but Anthony channeled his higher self and I asked questions, and that was a lot of fun. Hey, we got a lot of good information out of that. Some interesting things about certain worlds and planets and star systems and things. But it was Anthony's first time consciously channeling, like, basically. So that was pretty interesting. Yeah. And his higher self also presented itself in a way that I've never experienced before, which was quite interesting. Do you want to tell them anything about that? He's shaking his head. He's just a bit shy. Okay. All right. For those of you, so before I do the questions, thanks, Melo. Thank you, Melo. All right. So I just wanted to let you all know a little bit more about me just before I get into the questions. I am focusing if we can call it social media. I'm trying not to focus so much on marketing as such, but I do a lot of stuff on YouTube. I'm going to add a third thing now. So on Monday nights, I have the live channeling and I do the questions. On Wednesday mornings, usually at 8 o'clock, sometimes a bit earlier, sometimes later in the day, depending on if there's anything happening in the day. I also do a live channeled meditation. So it's like a live transmission where an ascended master or some higher dimensional being comes and guides us through a channeled meditation. And if you can't make that on a Wednesday, you can always watch it afterwards. And I'd like to add, I think on a Friday morning, I'm still kind of deciding on the time, but I think it might be on a Friday morning or sometime on a Friday. I'm going to be doing some card readings or something like that, something just a little bit more fun, a little bit more simple. So I think I'll do that on a Friday afternoon. If any of you have any suggestions for which time would maybe be the best, that would be cool. I'm open. I'm all ears. And then I'm also on TikTok. I do a lot of TikToks. I do some of the stuff from Monday Night Live Channeling. That's something I started doing recently. I take little 1-minute snippets out of some of the channeling that I've done on a Monday night, and I put it on TikTok, and I also have some teachings there and some other live channel things. Well, not live, but some channeled things, readings and stuff that I do there as well. So just trying to have fun and trying to raise vibrations and all of that. And one last thing. So I'm a healer, a channeled healing. I do artworks, channeled artworks. I do the channeled readings, and I also do coaching and mentoring, more in terms of spiritual and integration. So integrating 5D and 3D, just helping with the experience of being here on Earth. And I've recently developed some packages, some subscription packages for those that are interested. Please go have a look at my website, michellesitka.com. There is a link down below for that. If you are interested in checking out my services and what I do, because obviously this is more of a free platform. And there's also a link below if you come across this and it was of value to you and you'd like to make a contribution. There's a PayPal link below. Okay, so there we go. All the admin and stuff out the way, and now we can get started. Thanks. All right, birthday message and the way forward. Okay. Wasima. Beautiful Wasima. All right, I'd like to invite Wasima's higher self into this space, into this protected, safe space with higher frequencies. Try not to get distracted by all the noises outside the door tonight. It's very distracting.
Okay, while you do this, do you know the question? I'm going to go sort out the dogs and stuff.
Thank you very much, Anthony. Okay, sorry about that, folks. We are channeling from home. So we do have a little 8-year-old and dogs and things, so things do happen. Wasima's higher self. You're welcome to come into the space, your highest, purest frequency, purest light, highest energy, highest mind, coming through and speaking to Wasima, giving her a birthday message on the way forward. Thank you very much. I hope you can all hear me when I'm going into this trance state. Sometimes I have to speak a bit softly, it feels like. Hello, beautiful Wasima. Thank you so much for allowing me to come through and speak to you. It's wonderful to be here with you in this format. And happy birthday for this lifetime. Happy birth year, birth time. Celebrating the time that you came in here to incarnate into this lifetime and coming to experience the experiences that you came here to experience, the good and the bad. So the message for your birthday is basically just celebrate how far you've come. Celebrate all that you have learned and all that you have achieved. You've come so far and you've grown so much. And you've still got quite a bit of time left. don't let your age ever get you down, because you are, and even though you're an old soul, you're young of heart. And just keep allowing that energy of playfulness and connection, just keep allowing it to come through. Keep playing. And now that you've come to a place in your life where you can really allow yourself to play and to do what you enjoy, and really just enjoying the human experience and letting go of the suffering and letting go of all those things. Now that you're in this space, it's really such a great time to play and to pass it on as well. Passing on the important lessons, the important things that you've learned. That is your way forward. Passing on what you've learned, the positive stuff, the play stuff. Okay? You've learned that you do not have to suffer. You've learned that the suffering and the pain has shaped you, and it has its place, but it doesn't have to be that hard. Life can be joyful and a wonderful experience. So pass on that knowledge, pass on that wisdom, pass on that inner wisdom, and teach your, is it grandson? Please remind me. But I see a little boy. Teach him to connect with his spirit self, his higher self. Teach him to, in the fun, childlike way, just to connect to that inner voice, little quiet place. And maybe help him to see how big he is on the inside. He's like a little lion. And it's great. He brings you so much joy. And you have such a wonderful close bond. And it's like you play together. And it's so important for him and for you to just enjoy that childlike play and experimenting and just having fun, and just let's see what will happen. So that's what we all need to learn, is how to play like children again, how not to worry about the outcome, how not to go into thinking about it, but really just being in the moment and playing. So just keep on with that. Yeah, and teach others how to do that, how to not be so serious all the time. Yeah, and celebrate your achievements, celebrate how far you've come, you know, announce it to the world. Yeah, shout it from the mountain. You've earned it, and you've earned your stripes, you've earned your gray hairs, you've earned your wisdom. Just celebrate it. You're such a beautiful soul, and it's so important to shine that light. I hope this, I hope that is what you were looking for. I hope it resonates, and be at peace. This is such a time of peace. Let me know if there's any more information that you need.
I'm seeing if she's going to reply. There we go. Says, thank you. Milan brings the joy and child out of me with play. Totally resonates with my soul.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Masima. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Such a beautiful soul. Okay.
Sharice is next. But
Cherise.
before we get there, can we get questions from Daniel, please? 3 pink hearts. We don't have a question.
Yeah, and Mela.
And Melo as well.
Oh, well, Mela will probably ask questions for the collective. Am I right? So we'll do Mela after Daniel, if that's okay. Okay.
Okay, so
I think that's also why Mela does red hearts. I don't know.
it does seem that way.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Galactic Federation. Okay, Mela, we'll do that.
What was that last? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so it's Cherise
Awesome.
now, and she would like
Cherise.
a message from anyone.
Who does Daniel want us to channel?
He hasn't said.
Daniel, who would you like us to channel? Because if Cherise wants anyone, so Daniel, if you want someone more personal, then we can maybe channel Galactic Federation for Cherise. But let's see.
Then it says, please channel for us Paul the Venetian. Guide us on expanding the light in our heart center.
Can people hear you?
I don't know. Sorry, you read me as well. So.
Okay. Are you going to read it?
Sure. Hi, Michelle. Please channel for us Paul the Venetian to guide us on expanding the light within our heart of center and let go of everything not serving us.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Okay. I love that. Okay, Cherise, anyone? Paul the Venetian. Never heard of Paul the Venetian. I wonder if we should channel the same for Cherise. Cherise, does it resonate with you? Hey, does it sound good? Were you more interested in the Galactic Federation, or was Mela wants someone specific? Emmi the Zulu Elder, or anyone high frequency?
Maybe you should see who comes through for Cherise.
Okay, let's see who comes through for Cherise. Okay. Cherise, I feel like, let me just double check. Feels like someone who, high energy entity, someone who works with energy, who's like a master at it, wants to come through. So I've never channeled this person before. I just want to make sure that I'm getting it right. Okay. Is that Archangel Nathaniel? Yes. Okay. So Archangel Nathaniel wants to come through for you, Cherise. Okay. All right. Hello, beautiful Cherise. Thank you so much for allowing me to come through for you.
Hi, Cherise.
Hi, everybody.
A few questions for you. First question. She would like a message for the month ahead and her Reiki journey.
Okay. That is why I'm here. I'm just clearing the way and bringing forth Okay. For now, for the moment, it is important on your Reiki journey to focus on this time of detoxing, and I just added some additional light language energy, specific energy for you and for the collective. The collective here, whoever's watching, can also benefit from this. But I just wanted to activate something within you, and those who are also doing energy work, this will benefit you as well. And just helping to detox and clear more. And it's very important for you at this time to really focus on practicing the Reiki, always starting with yourself and really taking those 21 days seriously and going for it fully. And also practice on your little puppies. Okay. They will greatly benefit from it, and it will maybe take them a little bit of time to get used to it. You might already have been practicing on them, but really do take some time to practice them on them as often as possible. I would also like to add that you can raise vibrations and heighten energy when you are doing your aerobatics, the air dancing. Michelle forgets what it's called, but it's the air dancing that you do. So you can really raise energy. So if you allow yourself to really be in the moment and be in your heart when you do those aerobatics, those movements, you can also really combine that with what you've learned in Reiki. Okay, not so much just about the symbols, but just about allowing yourself to be a channel for energy to come through. And the same way I can help Michelle to move her hands to do certain movements to create energy, you can do certain movements with your body and create energy. Okay, but you have to just be in your heart and feel into it, feel what feels good. So it's not about thinking about it too much. It's just about allowing yourself to just be a vessel. And always remember to take your energy very serious, your own energy. So always start with your own energy. Always start with your grounding and clearing and protection. And then, so the main thing, so yes, I can talk about the future and I will definitely do that a little bit for you. But the main thing is really just being in the moment right now. Really just allowing yourself to be fully present and focused on this journey right now. That is the most important thing. Because the more in the moment and right now and present you are, the better you're going to be able to do and facilitate what you need to facilitate. Okay, and of course, your friends are always available, and perhaps some family members. Offer it to people, whoever it feels like resonates with. And Michelle is happy to do an exchange with you to help you practice. So keep that in mind, and she would be happy to help you with that. Okay, so in terms of where you're going with this, it just really is such an important step to allowing yourself to just really align with yourself more and to allow yourself to feel into things more and allow yourself to be more in flow and allow yourself at the end of the day, as you're aligning more and more with yourself, with your true self, just allowing yourself to really be who you truly are and to shine that light of yours really bright so people can see your immense soul, your immense light. You might be a tiny person, but you have a really huge light. And that light is important for people to see and can really help heal the world, heal your community. Okay, very much a huge role that you can play in the Cape Town community, especially. And be an example for so many others. And in being that example, and also as you start doing talks more and start focusing on that, it's all all of your skills and abilities, including the Reiki, needs to be integrated so that when you are asked to do a talk, or when you want to do a talk, when you feel ready for that, when the time is right for that, to prepare that space before you do the talk by clearing, using your symbols, and really just putting your intention out there of what you want to happen in that space. So being a lot more intentional and mindful with your speaking engagements and your performance engagements, your dancing, your acrobatics, and integrate it as needed. And in that way, you will really be raising the energy of the space where you are shining your light, where you are sharing, where you are being a leader, where you are being an example, so that people will truly receive downloads at the same time. You can make the energy happen in such a way that people can open up and really receive the downloads and receive healing for what they need healing for. Are there any more questions?
The second question she had was just a message for the collective.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Okay, message for the collective. It's truly important right now to, just as I have explained to Cherise, it's very important to really start focusing on living in flow, living in the moment. Now, yes, this is a message that's come up a lot, but it's not by accident. It is really of importance for everybody right now to allow themselves to become more aware of their energy and to understand that your thoughts and your emotions create energy. And if something is not right within you and things are not lining, you're not living in alignment with yourself, in alignment with your purpose and your prime directive, if you like, your bigger agenda as a soul, then it's going to be harder and harder to navigate life. Okay, so if you'd like to suffer less and live more in joy and really be able to step into this new reality that's busy being created right now on earth, then it's important for you to really align in every moment. Be very conscious of that. Be very aware of that. Be very aware of your thoughts and your emotions. And be very aware of the energy it's putting out there. Okay. And clearing anything out of the way, letting go. All right. Letting go of all of those things that's not going to serve you. Because the more you can let go and the more your higher self can really settle into you, and the more you can act from your higher self as opposed to in thought, in thinking, in ego, in 3D, if you like. So the best way to integrate that is really just to allow yourself to be in flow, be in the moment. It's not about sitting on a beach all day and meditating. It's about in any situation, even if it's not the best situation, even if it's a triggering situation, that you can allow yourself to align in that moment and be. And shine your light, shining your light in the darkness. Okay, shining your light in the worst moments sometimes. And being at peace no matter what's going on. That is the key. That's the important thing right now.
Great, thank you.
Thank you very much. Does anybody else have a question for me before I hand over to the next being? Does anybody else on the panel would like to ask me, Archangel Nathaniel, anything?
See if something comes through.
And for those of you that don't know much about me, it is my biggest purpose is to really teach people. I have a heart for channeling energy, manipulating energy, and helping teach those beings who want to learn more about that. That is my purpose. That is why, that is my prime directive, is mastering energy and sharing that.
There's nothing coming through.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, and I'd be happy to join again.
Great.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Archangel Nathaniel. It was beautiful. I feel all peaceful now. Feel so peaceful. I think he worked on me as well. Feels pretty good. All right. I feel like I'm. Okay.
So we're going to do Daniel next.
Daniel.
Paul the Venetian.
Paul the Venetian. Venetian, like Venus, or what's Venetian? Venetian, what does that mean? I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see if Paul the Venetian wants to come through. Oh, that's irritating. Some water. Venetian. Is it an ascended master? Is it extraterrestrial? Paul the Venetian, who are you? Can you come through? And just want to stimulate these chakras a little bit more. Paul the Venetian. Paul the Venetian, who are you? Can you come through and speak to us here in this collective today? Greetings, beautiful souls.
Hi.
I'm honored to be here.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Daniel has got a question for you. He asks, could you please guide us on expanding the light within our heart center and let go of everything not serving us?
Guiding you in expanding your heart center, helping you to let go of what doesn't serve you. Yes.
Great.
This will not be a problem at all. It will be my honor to do so. If you can allow yourself to close your eyes, you do not have to. However, it will greatly aid the exercise if you can. And allowing yourself to focus on your breathing. Just feeling the rhythm of your breathing. If you can allow yourself to feel the rhythm of your heartbeat. You can feel it in your pulse as well. But since we want to focus on our heart space, I'd like you to become aware of the rhythm of your heartbeat. And if you feel that it's irregular, allow yourself to take a few deep breaths and regulate your nervous system, regulate your blood flow, so that it can come into a more even tempo. So see, first we focus the mind, and we do that by focusing on the rhythm of the heart, becoming aware of your body, and allowing any tension, allowing yourself to become aware of any tension. And if you feel any tension, breathe into that tension. If it feels comfortable to do so, contract where you feel the tension and release. wherever that may happen for you. When you're ready, come back to your breath and come back to your heartbeat. Do-dum, do-dum, do-dum. So focusing on that rhythm. Do-dum, do-dum. And allow yourself to become aware that that beat is not only resonant with you and your frequency, but as you allow the space to open and you become more and more aware and you focus more and more on the space in your heart, you can start feeling the rhythm of the universe, the rhythm of all of creation, the rhythm of all that is, the rhythm of the one. Just feeling into all the souls, all the beings, all of creation. And it's not about seeing how many there are or anything like that. It's just about all becoming one, just becoming aware of the one, becoming aware of your part of the one. Do-dum, do-dum, do-dum. Just feeling into the rhythm, feeling the heartbeat of the one. And we are all connected. And when you come into the space of the one, this void, allow yourself to feel that you do not need to do anything to make this rhythm continue, this resonance, this frequency. Your heartbeat is a frequency. It is your signature. And the heartbeat of the one is the frequency of the one, of the all. And when you are in this space, there isn't anything else that matters. And in this way, understand that there is nothing to worry about. There is nothing to hold on to. There is nothing to be attached to. Because here in this void, here in the one, we are all one. We are all in flow. We are all in rhythm. There is nothing to worry about. Whenever you feel yourself getting into your thoughts and worrying or being anxious about those things that you struggle to let go of, come into this place of the rhythm of the one. Just feeling the rhythm, and perhaps some movement will aid you in this rhythm. Whatever it feels to you, whatever feels good to you, allow yourself to come into the space of peace, of rhythm, of oneness. Do you see? There is nothing to worry about here. There is nothing to hold on to here. So in a very simple way, you can let go here because you see that there is nothing important enough to hold on to. Loved ones, money, relationships, health. In the one, we're all one. And if you pass over, you're still returning to the one. And if you don't have anything to eat, you can still return to the one. And none of that other stuff matters. And as you come into this rhythm, into this calm, just allowing yourself to feel the rhythm, allowing yourself to be in the void, you can fully let go. And as you come more and more into this space and tune into this signature, into this frequency, the easier it will be to let go when you open your eyes. The easier it will be to be aware of your thoughts, the easier it will be to be aware of anything. And in this space where you're in the moment, you're in the rhythm with the One, you can see clearly, like everything's happening on a movie screen, whatever it is. And you can see the details more clearly. It's almost like you're zooming out, you're standing as an observer and watching. And you can see very clearly what is important to focus your energy on and what is not important to focus your energy on. And what is not important to focus your energy on, it's almost like you can just edit it out of the picture. You don't need that. Simplify the picture. Reduce it to what really matters. Just being in the One. Being in the One. Being in the rhythm. Do-dum. Do-dum. That is the simplest way. Please let me know if that resonates with you. And please let me know if you need more information. Please let me know if there's more, if you're having trouble with this, if you were able to achieve this, if it was possible for you to get to the rhythm of the One. And if you had anything that you had trouble with, please put it in the message here and I can help guide you.
Thank you. And while we wait for those messages, perhaps you can just give us a brief explanation of who you are and where you're from, so that we can understand a bit better.
All that's really important is that I'm part of the One. I am a fifth dimensional being. And truly, when Earthlings are very focused on different dimensions, the densities are more relevant than dimensions, because dimensions are very pliable and dimensions can be folded like time and space. So dimensions are not really as relevant as densities. So really, it's more important to think of me as a higher frequency, higher dimensional being than specific dimensions or specific frequencies. I am an extraterrestrial. At least that's what it feels like right now for me as Michelle coming through. I'm having a bit of trouble with this. My ego is kind of wanting to step in here and like kind of, yeah, I'm needing to come back to the rhythm of the One. I come from a place where unity is of the utmost importance. I come from a place where loving each other and being completely open and vulnerable with each other is normal. I come from a place where the all is more important than the one, but the one is just as important as the all. If one suffers, we all feel it and we all help. I come from a place where we almost act like one body, even though we are all individuals with our own desires and wants. We still have our individual personalities, but truly tapping into that oneness is such a way of life for us. And we seek to live in peace, and we seek to teach others peace. That is my primary goal, to teach others how to just be. Just be. Not to think about things too much, but just to be. Not to worry too much about where you came from and who you're going to be. Just being now, here, who you are, and loving who you are, because in loving who you are, you love everybody. This is the key message. If you love who you are, you love the one. I'm sorry if that was not specific enough for you.
That's all right. It's good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We have no other questions for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Right, remember the rhythm. Thank you very much, Paul, the Venetian. There we go. That was a tough one. Not the whole thing, just the question.
Yeah.
My ego just kind of my mind, and even though that's exactly what we were focusing on, not being in the mind, it just kind of steamrolled it in and started worrying about, who it is. Oh, we got someone new. Odisitse. Hi, welcome. Yes, I'm channeling. Thank you, welcome. Thank you, Wasima. Hi, Yumna, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Who's next?
Melo.
Melo. Melo is next. Okay. Lost, is it that late? Oh, wow. Where's the time gone? It feels like I've been here for 10 minutes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Time doesn't matter in this space. Not really. Okay.
Emmi the Zulu Elder from the Galactic Federation.
I think, Melo, have I channeled Emmi before? I'm pretty sure I have channeled him for you before, actually. Yes, feels familiar. Okay. All right. And maybe Emmi the Zulu Elder, if Odisitse has a question for him, because this is going to be the last being that I'm going to channel. So if you'd like to also ask a question from Emmi the Zulu Elder, you're welcome to do so. Hello, beautiful people.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, all you beautiful people.
Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. I love it. I love being here. Thank you.
Okay, Melo's got a very interesting question for you. He asks, how does the death of the Queen affect the process here on Earth, and what can we expect?
Wow. don't know if you're aware of this, but she has not really been active. It's not really been the queen the last while, to be honest, the person of the queen. It was merely a puppet the last little while. The queen has already exited this earth. Not to say that she died, but she actually left and went somewhere else. She went to go live somewhere else where she could live a longer, happier life and rule a bit somewhere else. So the person that was here had the Queen's DNA. So I guess you can start understanding what I'm trying to say. They copied her DNA, and a part of her consciousness was definitely there. But in essence, she was still controlled by Queen Elisabeth, but a copy, a very good copy. And now that she's not here anymore, things are going to change. Things are changing already. We've been waiting for this day. The monarchy is changing. The monarchy has been really having a lot of control over the whole earth for a very long time, especially the last 500 years, give or take. And now that she has relinquished that control, the way the monarchy is going to be active here on earth is going to change. There's definitely a stepping back, and part of it is the resonance, the frequencies that have changed in the last few weeks as well. It's all connected. The Schumann frequency has changed, and I don't know if any of you noticed, but more of our ships are coming in, for those of you that are sensitive to it, and we are working much more actively. We have got more free reign to participate more in the awakening of the human consciousness. And truly, all we really need is for 10% or more, but for 10% of the human consciousness to fully understand and awaken and know the truth, for it to create a major change. And now that she's gone, that can accelerate a lot more, and we can bring a lot more into the earth of what is needed. And the first thing of that is going to be energy. So yes, technology, being able to give technology of energy, it's going to start transitioning. Look, the big companies are going to start being much more cooperative. The ones that are in power, the elite, they're going to start being a lot more cooperative. The Draco's hold over the earth is lessening, has lessened a lot, and is retracting more and more. They really are not playing so much of a hand anymore as they used to, and really retracting a lot more. And we have really come in and made sure. Now, please do understand that there are certainly two sides of the story, and there's a reason they did what they did, and there's a reason that it's our turn now to help the human collective go in a different direction. And at the end of the day, you all still have free choice, and that's really what we want to make sure of, is that you have much more freedom and a lot more free choice, and a lot more love in your hearts, a lot more love for your fellow brother, including us, and understanding that we all exist. So yes, I've been a human on Earth, and I am now speaking more as a future perspective or a different perspective of the person I used to be on Earth. But understanding that we are all a big galactic community. It's not just Earth. And this university, this will still be a university. This will still be a place where people come for higher learning. It's still going to be like that, but it's accelerating now to a next level, to a much easier way to learn. There will still be challenges. There will still be hard things. There will still be difficult things. That is why people come here. That's why beings come here to learn. This is a higher place of learning. And because growth can be so accelerated on Earth because of the tough situations people have to are placed in. And I say people there very loosely. I use that term very loosely. When I say people, I mean all kinds of people, not just humans. So this school of life, this earthly school, this is not the only place of higher learning in the multiverse. There are other worlds like Earth. There are other places where there's a controlled environment of learning. But now that that's shifted, and it can happen in a lot more of a positive way, with more advanced technology and more raised frequencies, yes, it's going to be a much more joyful place to learn. But it's all just helping us as that 10% starts awakening and we reach that level. That's what's needed for the rest of the world to awaken. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So hopefully that answers your question. And does anybody have follow-up questions? I'm so happy to be here. I'm fired up to answer your questions.
I don't have a proper formulated question. I just wanted to try and find out what the chain of command is in the monarchy, because they're still there. So so now there's a king. Yeah.
But the king is more willing to play nice. The king is more willing to relinquish a bit of that control. The king sees the value of the changes that need to happen. And he's pretty old himself. For Earth years, in earthly terms, he's pretty old. That's not to say that he is not capable of also exiting and ruling remotely. But he definitely sees the value of working more with us than against us. And, certainly he has been through difficult experiences in his life that has the things that happened with his own personal family has had a huge effect on his heart. So yes, he's not perfect, but he's more willing. Let's put it that way. And I can't say too much more. I can't reveal too much. But definitely more of a, yeah, definitely heart is softening. Let's just put it that way.
Great. Therese would like to know what effect will this have on South Africa and its people?
Well, there's many different ways, because what really is going to start happening, and it will take time for this to happen. So we're not talking about this happening overnight. Okay, this will take time. Is that the world will really become much more of a global community, much more, where everybody will have the same energy, the same, when I say energy, I mean free energy source, okay? where everybody, and this, we're talking years in advance as well. We're not just talking about right now. Like I said, this is not going to happen overnight. Everybody's going to have the same access to healthcare. Everybody's going to have the same access to, the basic needs globally. So there needs to be a point. There's going to be a tipping point where everyone's going to have to realize, and this is when that awakening truly is going to happen, is when everybody's going to awaken to the fact that they have to unite. And what we're truly waiting for that tipping to happen is for people to stop being so horrible to each other. That's really what it is. And here in South Africa, it's much the same. There will come a change. There will come a change where people, because when people's basic needs are met, and that's the goal here, that's the goal of the unification. And people in South Africa have suffered, okay? And the reason why people do the bad things they do is out of fear, and because their needs have not been met, and because they suffered, okay? And people that suffer to that extent, they're so wounded. So really getting everybody's needs met. And what you will also start seeing in South Africa is there's going to come a time, not that long from now, not that long at all, where South Africans in the world will start becoming aware of South Africa's space program. Okay. South Africa is not such a small player in the global scheme of things as the world believes, or even as South Africans believe. I think a lot of South Africans have lost faith in South Africa. Don't. South Africa has got their fingers in a lot of pies, and they're not the only country in Africa that has space programs, and I'm talking about secret space programs. And they're working with others, and they really are. For those of you that don't know about the BRICS agreement, that BRICS thing that's happening with those 5 nations, and those 5 nations all have other nations that they are connected to. That thing is not just about economics, okay? It's about much more than that. That is just the tip of the iceberg. That's just what the public knows about. There's a lot more going on. There's a lot more going on there, and more of that will be disclosed and revealed, and when people will start understanding the bigger picture there and the real importance that South Africa and these other 4 countries have. In fact, many of you might be more aware of, for example, the Russian and Chinese space programs and might know more about that, but South Africa is one of those players.
Great, thank you. Let's go one last question from Borisitze. She's got a personal question now. She would like to have any, I'll read what she says. She says, I want to pick into my future or any message Spirit sees relevant. She would like a message from you, please.
Okay. You come from a line of warrior queens. You might not even be aware. So I'm going to give you a little bit of your past so that you can start remembering who you are in your spirit, in your soul. And that is that you are a strong, strong woman, much, much stronger than just a regular woman, but you have a strong warrior fighting spirit. And that's not a bad thing. This is a good thing. And you will lead the way for many, many other women when you step into your light and align with yourself. And be a leader and be an example for those women that have been trodden down and have forgotten their own power. You are key in helping other women with this. So follow your heart, follow your guidance, tap into that power that you have. Really just open up your heart chakra, open up your solar plexus, and feel into your higher self, connect with your higher self so that you can become aware of that inner power that you have. You have a strong soul and strong roots, and it's time for you to remember that. You're a strong, strong, strong woman. Okay, sister. So really make sure that you understand your strength.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Does anybody else have any other questions?
Can see, can you come through quick? Doesn't seem that way.
All right. I think everybody's tired. That's okay. We all need sleep, don't we? Okay. So especially on Earth, yes, humans, you need to make time for the human stuff, okay? You need to make time for your health, and sleep is important. And remember that there's a lot of work to be done in sleep, and that you can always communicate with us when you're sleeping. Just ask for it before you fall asleep, okay? And make sure that you protect it so you don't just allow anybody to come in and control you, all right? Okay, you guys, you got it. Remember, you're strong people, all of you. And remember that we are brothers and sisters, okay? We are all brothers and sisters, so love each other. Love yourself, love each other. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, all you beautiful people. Thank you. Wow, such a positive energy. Love that. Thank you. Thank you, Emmi, for coming through. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. This was wonderful. I love my channeling nights, and I love the information that we share here and what we all learn here. So thank you very much. Okay, have a great night and a great week, and everybody sleep well. And remember to manage your energy, to become aware of your energy. I think that was quite an important message tonight. Okay, all right, brothers and sisters, good night.